Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to cover how we will take our corner kicks, how we will attack. Okay, the yellow is the opposing team. Let's say the ball goes out of bounds over here on this side. We've shifted over here. We'll play the ball out of here. Very important. Whoever's playing keeper, right here, you're not going to be able to see him, but this is when he comes up and he acts as a sweeper keeper. Okay, we do not want him standing back on the line waiting for the action. We want him to be a part of the action. If a ball gets cleared into this zone, he can very easily collect it, trap it, push it out into a good, smart distribution of the ball. If he's way back here, too deep, then the ball falls into this zone and it's anybody's ball. So we want him to stay up, not too aggressive, but not too far back. Very important. I'm going to drop some of these yellows off so we don't get confused. I will leave their keeper, okay, because it's a very important thing. Our number 8, our center, our forward, very simple. We're taking the corner kick from here. I want you to stand next to the keeper. Again, we're not getting into any pushing matches. Nowhere on the field, throw-in, corner kick, whatever. Never a pushing match. We're just going to stand there. It's most important. What we're trying to do is we're trying to pin him into a spot when the ball is kicked, not before the ball's kicked. Okay? We're trying to pin him in. That's the phrase. Okay? Now, the outside midfielder most of the time will take this kick. Okay? So it's on his side. He will take it. Very important. Center midfielder will come drop in here. Okay? The number 6. Okay? Number 6. 7, and then the 8, he is going to come back here. Notice we're right on the edge of the box, maybe a step in. We want a triangle. Okay? Now, he's on the penalty spot. Maybe it's a little too big, but we want a triangle. So you might hear me yell, triangle, because if you're like this, that's not the right triangle. We want there to be a point here. Okay? Now, this is where we get a little tricky with it. This is the fun part. If we can see an open lane, like a bowling lane, that we can lay the ball into right here for this center or this outside back to come into, then we will play it that way. Very important that there's not a forward near this ball that could tip it off and go the other way with the counter attack. Okay, so that's an option. Always an option is to zing it in here. You could zing it right in to the goal box, the small little box, or you could put it into the penalty box. Okay, so we've got 3 options. Goal box, boom. Looking for this guy just to deflect it in, create some chaos. Okay, another one would be into the penalty box. Now, these boys are always reacting to the delivery of the ball. If it's here, they're going to pinch in, they're going to move around, okay? Reading the ball and moving, very critical. This guy can pull in for a deflection. We have to always, oops, look at that, they're falling down. Defend with +1. So if there are 2 forwards standing here, we have to defend with 3. We'll talk about that more later. Another option would be if they bring a forward over here later in the match, because we've already done this dump play, then they have a forward standing here. It takes him away. Well, he'll rotate back here. Then all of a sudden, next thing you know, he rotates back. This guy can rotate in, and we go long. Okay? We got a better opportunity to put it back into this area. Same thing if we're kicking from this side, okay? All right, he's going to be this side. The forward, number 8, is going to be pinning the goalie, pin, P-I-N. We're going to have our center midfielder, again, looking for this dump. They're falling, they're tired. Looking for this dump pass that he can then control the ball and shoot it into the goal mouth. Okay? If they have a forward that comes over, say we've done that once, scored a goal, which has happened with some of my teams before on many occasions, a lot of fun, then he can rotate in. Again, goalie up, triangle, very important. Okay? A lot of variations. We might add in some little things later on in the season depending upon how successful we are on these first 3 plays. Looking for the number 8 right in here. Looking to go to the center back, the 6, or center midfielder, the 6 or the 7, all right, on the back side, or the dump.